Welcome back to Living Your Life R&R. Well, someone had asked, why did we name our channel Living Your Life R&R? So I'm going to answer that today for that person. Well, my daughter had came to me and she had asked me about doing YouTube. And I sort of put off a while. And then she said to me, again, she said later on, she said, so are you gonna go ahead and do the channel? And I said, yes. So she said, well, what are we gonna name it? She said, because I can't think of anything. And so I said, let me think about it. Ever since I had her, anytime she would ask me, what about this or what about that, a lot of times I wouldn't answer it right away, and I would say, let me think about it. And so I did. I was going through a heavy situation, and then something happened to somebody close to me. And so let's just say life was not lifing for me. And one thing about me, I want to live and I want to be happy. And so when something happened to someone close to me, I decided, okay, it's time for me to shave off whatever it is that just ain't jiving, so to speak. And so I thought about what she had said to me. And I said, that day, I need to live my life. Now, my name starts with the letter R, and so does my daughter. And so that day I said, I need to live my life, R and R, because I knew she would be coming with me on this journey that I'm on right now. And so I went to her and I said, I think we ought to call this channel Living Your Life R&R, because I'm getting ready to make some changes, drastic changes. I said it's not going to be right away. It's going to be a process, but we're going to get to it. And also, I was reading the day that she asked me about making the channel. I was reading this scripture in 2 Samuel 13, 1 through 25. And the story in that particular scripture is about David and his two of his children, Absalom and Tamar. And one of David's other children, which is a half brother, half sibling to David's son and daughter, which is Absalom and Tamar. His name is Amon. And even though what happened in this particular story was not exactly my story, but the nature of what happened to Tamar is something anyone can identify with. Because when something happened in your life and it's not lifing for you, you have a choice that you can make. Your choice is you either choose to live, and what I mean by live, not dying, because there are a lot of people that are living, but they ain't lifing, if you know what I mean. And what I mean is you're going through the motions of life, but you ain't happy. And a lot of times, a lot of people be sad, depressed, and this is what can drive you in a wrong direction. And so, the story of Tamar is after that incident happened to her, that was the end of life for her. You know, she never done anything else. And sometimes that happens with people, human beings in life, when something happens that was so unexpected to happen to them, and it just detours what you could have been. And so I was on that road as well. And when something happened to someone close to me, I said, okay, it's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to get busy and get on with what you were supposed to be. And so I made a choice. Life is all about the choices that you make, whether good, bad, or indifference. It's all about choice. And so you have to, which is what I did, find the strength within myself, because it was already there anyway, to move. And that is what I did. I moved. And I got myself up. And I said, okay, this is what I got to do. Now, I am the type of person, once I make a decision or get connected with someone, I like to stay and work everything out, make everything, I guess, beautiful. But sometimes in life, things don't kind of go the way you, I guess, was raised to be. So you have to decide what's best for you. And that is what I had to do. Now, the story of Tamar in the Bible, David had two children that were siblings, which was Absalom and Tamar. And he had another child by another woman, which was Amon. And Tamar was a beautiful, I would say, princess. And she was a virgin. And in those days, when you were that way and, you carried yourself well, it meant a lot to everyone around you, and of course her. And her half brother raped her, and after he raped her, he didn't want anything to do with her. It was like she was trash. And so, as the story goes, if you want to refer back to it, she moved in with her brother Absalom. And, it was like nothing else was important to her. And I understand the tragedy of that, the horrificness of it, if that's a word. Sometimes too much comes out of this mouth. But anyway, but you have to move on. Whatever happens in your life, you have to deal with that and move forward. And that was me. I wasn't moving forward. I was spinning like the wheel of a tire that got stuck. And that's where I was. And I wasn't happy with my job. I wasn't happy um, with anything. And so I had to make um, a conscious decision and say, okay, this is not working. I need to do something other than this. And only me, I'm going to point at myself, only I can change it. No one else can change it for me. Only me. Okay? So that's what I had to do. I had to change it. Now today I am talking without my flipper. If you notice that something is missing as far as my mouth, I had a crown that cracked, so I had it removed. And I am in the process of getting one implant. And so I'm in the second stage of getting it. And the next step would be to get the tooth implanted in. So if you ever see me and I'm smiling and look like something missing, that's the reason why. But anyway, and it's been a long process. I think I'm gonna do a video about it because the dentistry I went with, not really happy with them, but because I started with them, I'm gonna end with them, and then that's gonna be it. And I said all that to say, here again, it's the choices we make. I decided when they put this last piece in that I was going to go without my flipper. It makes me sound funny anyway. It makes me sound like I'm out of breath because I'm so busy trying to keep it in and instead of it falling out. But life is about the choice that you make and how you perceive what's going on and whether or not you're going to stand up or fall down. And, that is my truth about my situation. So, and I know some of you have already seen the video that we moved. And we moved is a part of what I'm talking about right now. So that I can be able to move forward. I wasn't really growing like I should. I wasn't really going after other things. I was stuck in one spot. And so I needed to move forward. And even though, even though those actions were that I moved from one state to another, but it did happen, yeah. And so I'm in a much better place, more happier. I feel like my old self, and things are looking up, and I'm looking to God for my life being even greater than what I have experienced during those years of feeling stuck. And my goal is to not allow that to happen again. A lot of people have said, well, you left your job of going into your 26th year. And I said, yes, I did. And I was stuck even in that. So it's been good to be able to go somewhere else. And I've learned a lot. Seeing a lot of things and I felt like I was kind of sheltered within my employment. You know, I had been there for so long and never branched out to see what else I could do, or and so it's been an adventure, and learned a lot. I have learned a lot within this year, and I know it's gonna get better and better. So, the person that asked these are the reasons why, and so I want to encourage you that if you're feeling that way, then it's time to get up. It's time to move on. It's time to do something different. There's more to life than just feeling like you can't do nothing no more than where you are, because there's a lot that you can do. There's a lot that God can show you that you could do to make life better. And so I'm at that place. And I enjoy going out in the yard, and I planted so many flowers. I've done so much. I enjoy cutting the grass, which I've never did do. And I'm having fun with that. And so it's a lot of things that I'm having fun with, and I'm much more happier than what I've been in a very long time. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I'm gonna get off of here now. So this is my turn to let everybody know. Anyway, love you much. Peace.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you follow us on all these platforms and email us for content ideas or collaborations. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click on the notification bell for more with Living Your Life R&R. Bye.